This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Undisputed, the
Yes, sir.
takeover, Teofimo Lopez. What's happening, mate? You good?
Oh, never better. I'm doing great, man. Feeling like a champ, feeling like the undisputed champ.
We've seen little snippets of yourself and Mike Tyson on the hot boxing. How was that?
It was great, man. It was definitely one that I'm always gonna remember. I'm always gonna cherish. I've met Mike before, but this time I was able to sit down and talk to him about real things and things of the real world and real life stuff. So I think it was very nice to hear from him and what his pretty much his point of view of things. And it was great to take those advices and those things that I will need for what my future holds.
It really seems like Mike Tyson is becoming kind of a matchmaker within the division. He ruffles some feathers, as they say, with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis on FaceTime, which I believe Eddie Hearn got him on FaceTime, and that was kind of all madness to watch that as well.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Mike knows what he's doing. He likes to. He's one thing I like. He likes to. He instigates on it. So, and I think it's great though. It's great for boxing. So I think they know what they're doing. Mike knows, and he just wants the best to fight the best, like he used to do back then. And I think that he's gonna be seeing that a lot coming around now.
Your division at the moment is absolutely on fire, and a lot of people have their opinions about kind of who's number one. Your belt suggests that you're sitting at the top of this. But then we have Garcia, we have Haney, we have Tank, we have all these fighters. And until everyone's fought everyone, which is what you want as well, to prove who's the best.
I think the thing is, it's already been proven. These other guys are just stars in the making. Lomachenko was no pushover. That was someone that absolutely is one of the most decorated fighters of this era. And to beat someone like him, it takes a lot of skills. It takes a lot of ring IQ.
You're back. You're good.
How about now?
Yeah, you're good. Oh.
That's weird. Oh, I guess I missed it. Oh, wait. There we go. Hold up.
Right, we're good.
We're good? No,
we're good.
No.
Pick up on what you were saying.
Yeah, I guess because people see. That's why I don't have my laptop right now. I would use it right now, but it's in Vegas. So continue what I'm saying is a lot of these guys, a lot of people try to question who's the king of the division. We all know who was the rightful guy leading to the division, and that was Lomachenko. He was defeating the guys that he needed to defeat, collecting the belts that he needed to collect, and it led to just me and him. And obviously, I showed what I was able to do with someone like him. And the whole thing now is just about who's going to be next. And I'm very excited just to know that, a lot of people are trying to discredit or just try to question the champ, the king. And it's time that I got to press these guys and let everybody know this year around it's the same thing. Nothing changed.
Teofimo, do you think it's unfair that people are being dismissive of Lomachenko now that you've beaten him? Because I see all you guys' names being mentioned, but a lot of people fail to include Loma in that mix now because he's lost you. But do you think that's unfair to do that?
Yeah, it is. I mean, they were there with him throughout the whole time. Why are they not with him now? Just because he lost? But he didn't lose to someone that is a bum. He's fighting someone that knows what he was doing in that ring. I was the only one that was, and I had the biggest balls. I have the biggest balls in that division. You know why? Because I was the only one to step up no matter what the cost was. I lost about $800,000 to $1 million in that fight, but I took my gamble because that's what I do with my life. I risk it, and that's what it's all about. And I live my life to it, and I'm very thankful that I was out there to do. But I think a lot of people need to stop that. They need to give the credit to Loma because I think he'll still beat all these other guys. That's why I have him as my number 2 in the lightweight division.
Okay, let's talk about George Kambosos Jr. What's the situation regarding him at the moment?
At the moment, I'm gonna give him his respect. in regards of as my mandatory. You know, he fought his way to have a shot at me. He's my mandatory in the WBO and in the IBF. So it's the least I can do. However, if things don't work the way it looks like it may not work, the fight, if things don't go the way they should, then the next guy is Devin Haney.
Now, you and your father and Eddie Hearn, bit of banter, shall we say, not too long ago about, you know, Eddie Hearn saying to you that you can't call yourself undisputed, you haven't got that final belt, etc. So how was that kind of left with Eddie? We know, obviously, Eddie rates you as a fighter, and I'm sure you rate him in what he does as well. But how was that kind of left there?
You know, it's all just it's mutual respect at the end. However, you know, Eddie's gonna say what he has to say for his fighters. He's gonna defend as a promoter, as what he does. He's got to stay and do that. He has to stay loyal to his people, and I totally understand. However, you know, let's just make these type of fights happen. You know, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to what this year brings and who we're gonna fight next.
Just off the back of the Ryan Garcia win over Luke Campbell, we saw Ryan Garcia more vocal about Gervonta Davis than Devin Haney, who they were fighting for the right to fight Devin Haney, that fight between Campbell and Ryan Garcia. But what did you make of that after the fight, of him being more vocal about Tank than he was about Devin Haney, who was sat about a few feet away from that?
I think Devin is lost. I think he's lost, man. What it is desperation, and I think that's what's going to cost them. And you know, I think that you know, whatever they got going on with their whole issue, I think it's a lot of bull, you know. But I think that I guess Ryan has his own insights on who he wants next. Maybe someone is telling him who he should fight next in his ear. Obviously, they're not calling me out. Nobody in the division is calling me out. The only person that is trying to force a fight with me, and he will get his opportunity, is two guys, Cambosis and Devin. Now with the whole Ryan Garcia situation, you know, and Devin, I mean, that's between them. However they play it and however they do it. Honestly, as long as they fight, then I think that's all that matters. I don't think the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight is going to happen. That's my opinion, though. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I have a doubt that will happen. Eddie Hearn's been very vocal this week, saying that that's going to be ordered very shortly. But I have reservations whether we see Ryan Garcia and Tank next. I don't see that happening myself, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think that's why they're so easily comfortable to say these things, because it's not written in stone yet. It's nothing thrown at them yet. You know, it's not agreed. People change the moment shit hits the fan. Their whole, you know, I've noticed by now, we don't just talk, we back it up.
Let me just ask you about Lomachenko again, Teofimo. I've read some comments where you have pretty much ruled out any kind of rematch, and also what did you make of those comments that he made in his recent interview?
I could care less now. You know, I think that honestly, I think anyone else that he faces is gonna have issues with Lomachenko. He still has a lot in the tank to continue what his goal is, whether it's undisputed at 130. Whatever he's trying to do, I think Lomachenko has all the potentials to beat all these guys at 135. I hope that he probably stays at 35 to scare these guys. I mean, the Tanks, the Garcias, the Haneys, they're so happy that Teofimo beat Lomachenko, because now they feared him so much, but now they could forget about him. You know, at least they're trying to. And that's why, you know, we haven't been hearing Lomachenko's name. And I think that it's a sign of disrespect, because the guy was the number one pound for pound in many people's eyes, even for Bob Arum himself, saying that this guy is better than Muhammad Ali or the next Muhammad Ali. So, you know, I give credit to Loma, and the whole thing with the rematch clause and the whole thing with the rematch, a lot of people talk about it. The thing is, we beat him. We beat him fair and square, and it was shown. You know, I think the whole thing is that people can't accept it. How did this guy do it? You know, so it's all about, And that's what Teofimo brings to the table, is that you're always gonna want to see more of me, and I'm thankful for it because I have that it factor.
Teofimo, can you rate for me in the 5 fighters we're talking about in order?
Yeah. Obviously, me, the king of the division, is number 1. Lomachenko. I guess we'll put Garcia. We'll put Tank, and we'll put Haney.
So you'd put Tank below Garcia?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because Tank only fought once at 135, and it was against someone that was on their way out. You know, but if people don't realize, at 135 is a bigger difference. It took Tank Davis. It took him 12 rounds to finish someone like Gamboa at 135. It took him 6, half that with Leo Santa Cruz, who fought at 122, going up to 130. What I'm pretty much saying is size is a big difference for him, and I think Floyd even knows that. Floyd is a very smart man. Floyd protects his assets, and he's going to protect his fighter. And that's why, you know, we're not even, we know what Floyd's intentions are with Tank Davis.
Yeah, I mean, aside from Cambodia, which we know is in a mandatory situation with you, and Lomachenko, if you had the choice of fighting Haney, Tank, and Ryan Garcia next, who would you pick out of those 3?
Gervonta Davis.
Okay. You didn't hesitate. You that rolled off your tongue.
Yeah, Gervonta Davis. I just let it roll off. And the reason why being, I like the fact that this guy thinks that he's got it like that. So I like that, the fact that all of them are like that. But I think it will be a very interesting fight for everyone. I mean, a lot of people place him as number 2, but he only fought once at the lightweight division. So I think that I would love to have that type of fight with him.
Any idea what month we will see you return to the ring, Teofimo?
End of April, beginning of May.
Okay.
It's already confirmed.
Okay.
Now we all pick. Yeah. Now we're just getting into the details now.
Okay. Okay.
So everyone will see me. Everyone will see me back in the ring. End of April, beginning of May. Whether it's Cinco de Mayo weekend, that would be awesome. But, you know, depending what Canelo does on his end. And I look forward for that. And I look forward to who we get next, whether it's Cambodia, Haney, Garcia, or Tank Davis.
Well, listen, that division is probably the best at the moment. Well, we've got the welters as well, but this is as equally as exciting. So we'll look forward to that. Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish, Teofimo?
For everyone, man, I think honestly, just thank you for the support. Always, Teofimo is the lightweight undisputed world champion. If you guys haven't noticed it yet, you guys will find out this year against the guys that we do face. I look forward to fighting at 35. At the end of this year, though, I will be at 140. At the end of this year, I will move to 140. I have maybe 1 or 2 more fights in me to be at 135 before we move up to 140. And all I say now is just tune in. It's the takeover for a reason. Love more. Always stay blessed. And for everybody, if you haven't been following me, follow me now on all my social media platforms, on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook at Teofimo Lopez. And I thank you all, and I look forward to seeing everyone very soon.
Okay, Teofimo, you're a real fridge freezer. And
the fridge freezer!
Thank you very much for your time, and we'll definitely catch up with you again soon.
You got it. Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Teofimo. Top man.